Hi skaters, Kev here. Today we're going to talk about 10 tips that will hopefully make your roller skating and skate parks much more fun and relaxing for you guys. This is not easy to do. It can be very overwhelming and discouraging, so hopefully these tips will help you guys with your experience. Number one is protective gear. This is not a mandatory thing. No one's telling you what to do, but safety gear is very important. I wear a helmet, wrist guards, elbow pads, knee pads. All this stuff is really helpful. I used to wear pads for my butt. Like you can buy these stitched pads that have stitching pads that are stitched in. They're pretty nice, but I don't wear them anymore. Number two is the time of day when you go. Usually when you go in the morning, there's a lot less people. Like we're here now down at Payne Skate Park in Sarasota, Florida. There's not that many people here, so it makes it so you're not so nervous when you're doing this. So go in the morning, I think, is a good time. Okay. Number three, line selection. What I mean by that is whatever you're doing, kind of plan out what's going to happen before. Because as soon as you commit to whatever you're doing, things are going to happen quickly. So be aware of what you're doing, who's around you, and pick your line selection carefully so that when you do commit, you know kind of what's going to happen after that. That's going to help with avoiding collisions and things like that, which is really important. Number four, start off with small transitions. Something like this right here behind me. Yeah. Jazz, you can
very
see
little.
This here. It's very mild.
Very little bank. Small
very little bank. This will build your confidence, and confidence is everything in this. Also, when you're doing this, get used to being in a small, cannonball-like position.
Demonstrate.
Stay really low.
Okay.
Stay really low to the ground.
Dropping down.
This will, when you do fall, you know you're going to either go on your knees, or you know if you're low like this, you can just fall down. You're a lot closer to the ground.
Yeah.
So
being a lot closer to the ground is safer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to minimize your impact. Staggering your feet. It's very important to stagger your feet when you're doing this, either whichever way. Put one foot in the other, in front of the other, and stay low. Bend it down at your knees and stay low and stagger. That's very important.
More base of support, yeah.
Yeah. That's
more stability.
A lot more stability involved there. Okay. A lot more stable position.
Let's see you go down this little bank with the staggered feet.
Staggered position?
Yes.
Okay.
Do a little demo here on this really little transition, coming down with the feet staggered.
Staggered, stay low.
One in front of the other.
One in front of the other.
All right.
Okay? That's going to help you be a lot more stable when you're doing it.
Okay. Very good.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Staggered feet. Okay? And practice dropping down and crashing onto either your knees or just doing like a baseball slide. I talked about this in one of my previous videos about falling. Learning how to fall is very important. Trust your gear, wear your safety gear. If you're gonna fall, stay low and either go down onto your knees, one knee or both knees, or just kind of do like a baseball slide down, and hopefully that's going to minimize your injury or avoid injury. Okay, so that's important, practicing falling. Learning number 8, learning transitions from the ground up, I think is important. So many people want to go at this right off the get-go and drop in or whatever, then they bail, crash out, and then they get scared and they may never do this again. So start slow, build your confidence. Start like on this transition here, start on the flat and go up. So when you're this, you want to start on something small like this and then build up to a bigger transition. So just go up, and roll back down. I'm staggered, so my feet are staggered.
Let's see that again. Staggered feet, rolling up, rolling down.
Go up. Just practice doing this on real
keeping your knees bent. Yeah. Okay.
Knees bent and stay soft. Also practice it going fakie, because this is going to feel really strange when you're doing fakie.
Oh yeah.
I'll get a little speed and I'll go fakie.
Okay.
Go fakie. It's going to feel really weird to go backwards up that ramp. You're going to feel like you're going to want to flip.
You have
over.
to kind of stick your butt back.
You stick your butt back.
Bend your knees.
And bend your knees.
And lean forward at the hips.
And lean forward.
Ah,
yes.
yeah.
Correct.
I see. Okay.
Just do that,
Get
and
used
then
to
work
that.
up to something steeper like this. You're going to go up, and look where you're going. Look where you're going, and if when you're traveling backwards.
Let's see you do it going forward and backwards.
So going forward, you're staggered,
Forward and back. Okay.
and you go up like that.
All right.
So work on these transitions from the ground up. It's very important, I think. You hear a lot of people on the internet talking about this.
Yeah.
Work from the ground up, and
Okay.
that will build your confidence, okay?
Okay.
So, number 9, awareness of others. This is very important. Before you drop in or do anything, look around, see who's around you, get to know the skaters in the park, because people tend to kind of work on certain things, and there's a pattern sometimes to what people are doing. Take turns, don't be a ramp hog, you know, so just be aware of others, and when someone's just proper etiquette so that you don't collide into anyone. That's very important in this, okay? Then finally, number 10 is remember to breathe. This is very, I think it's very important to point this out. I had a tendency to hold my breath when I started doing this because you're kind of scared, and that equates to totally a lack of oxygen, and you get burned out and tired quickly. I used to wonder why I was getting so tired. I was holding my breath. So remember to breathe, and you know, have fun with this. This is the most important thing. We're not doing this, we're not competing. This is all for fun. We're not getting paid. This is all for fun. So just try to remember to have fun, and don't get discouraged with this because this is very hard. Stay positive and have a lot of fun with this. That's probably the most important thing. So hopefully you guys appreciate these 10 tips, and they hopefully will make your experience much better when you go to the skate park. So hopefully this content was useful to you guys. If so, put some comments down below, like, and please subscribe. We appreciate it. Thanks.